What would you like people to say, at your funeral? And he'd say, look, he's moving.
Marlo Thomas was born with comedy in her blood. As the oldest child of the legendary comedian actor Danny Thomas, she was always surrounded by funny.
I grew up with Milton Berle doing card tricks badly in our backyard. And George Burns was kind of like my patron saint. I wanted to be an actress since I was a little kid.
And she became one. She became that girl. Marlo went on to work in film, theater, became an author, activist, and advocate. But humor has always played a part in her life. In an interview with AARP, the magazine, Marlo talks about her new book, Growing Up Laughing, and how she uses humor to keep friends and family close.
All right, too many hands on hips. Too many hands on hips.
One friend that keeps her laughing and all of us entertained is actress, singer, and funny lady Bette Midler. The two sat down for an exclusive interview for AARP, the magazine, in Marlo's New York City penthouse apartment. They dished about Marlo's book, comedy, helping others, and what's next. And right from the start of the interview, the laughs began.
Oh my God, I love jokes.
I love them.
I love them. I've been telling the same jokes for 40 years.
But they're great. You just told me too.
Great, and I always
them.
laugh at them.
I know.
So listen, we're at the point where we're just telling punchlines and we're getting hysterical. Oh my God, that was such a funny one. Do you think that humor is that you're born funny, or do you think you can pick it up as you go along?
Well, that's the thing. I just wanted to say, what is it about comedy and humor? Mm-hmm. Why is it so important to me? Mm-hmm. It really is. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I'm not feeling well or kind of blue or things are lousy, I'll say to Phil, let's go to a comedy club. Because to me, it's funny even if they're bad. I mean, I can roar when it's awful.
Sure.
So, and I have a lot of friends who like to do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, in life, who are your favorite comedians? Who do you like to go? Who are the females?
I love Rita Rudner. I love Roseanne Barr.
Uh-huh.
I like Joan Rivers. I love Joan Rivers. And, Lily, Whoopi.
Sure.
I mean, there's so many.
What do you think about Phyllis Diller? I
love Phyllis Diller. Jean Carroll.
I
love her.
Oh, my goodness. She was hilarious.
She was great.
Hilarious.
You remember that joke she used to tell about her husband?
No, which one?
She said the first time I saw him, there he was with his hair blowing in the breeze, and he too proud to run after it.
When the state of Israel was formed, they had a gigantic a party, a celebration at the Madison Square Garden for all the American Jews who had given money and blah, 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 blah. So she got up and said, tonight I am so proud of being a Jew. I wish I had my old nose back.
That's great. That's great.
You have been the driver behind St. Jude's for many, many years, and you raised $700 million a year. How the hell do you do it?
Yeah, $1 at a time.
Goodness, it's absolutely staggering.
But I think that the reason we both do what we do is because we see something that we can make better, we can fix.
Sure.
When I go to St. Jude and I meet a kid and their family and they've just arrived, and the story's there, someday I want to take you through it because it's so amazing. It really lifts your spirits. Yeah. Now, what about you? Where did it come from for you?
Well, I was born and brought up in Hawaii, and when I was growing up, everybody, the children from the oldest to the youngest, they were taught that you had to take care of the land. So when I came to America, to the continental United States, and I saw that the skies there was smog in the air, and I saw that there was litter on the street. I met wonderful people in Los Angeles, and they sort of taught me that you could clean a canyon or you could clean a highway. And they came with me, and they started this organization for me, which is New York Restoration Project. We're in our 15th year.
Wow.
We've pulled tons and tons of garbage out of parks. We've built parks. We've built boathouses. We've taught rowing. We teach children's health. We have a children's learning center.
How does it make you feel?
It's fantastic, especially when I see that there's a change in people's attitudes.
We were talking about reinventing yourself?
Well, yes.
And you
can only do that so much before you run out of ideas.
Well, I know. But I have a new idea.
Oh, you do?
That's right.
What is it? Tell me, please. I'm all ears.
Okay. It's called marlothomas.com.
Oh, God bless you.
And it's a place to dream and laugh.
Oh, well, laughing is good. Dreaming can get you into a lot of trouble.
A laugh every day. But what I'm really saying is, and I believe this, I'm not through dreaming. So we have to invent ourselves reinvent ourselves so that we don't feel bad about what the culture says we're supposed to do.
Well,
or
do you
be.
think that the baby boom generation is going to manage to pull that off?
I do.
You do?
I do.
I see.
I think the baby boomers and people like me and you who are willing to say, hey, just a minute, I'm not through, okay?